Hello Leos, I hope you're all doing great, and thanks for tuning in to your March Angel and Spirit Guide messages. And we have a lovely new moon in Pisces on the 13th as well, so there's going to be a focus on that aspect because new moons often bring in new beginnings for us, so we can really see the energies turn around during the time of the new moon and the week or so, couple of weeks after it. And a new moon in Pisces is all about love and forgiveness and compassion for others and getting in touch with your emotions and your intuition. And this new moon is happening in your intense 8th house, so it could be a transformative time for you because the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio astrologically and the planet Pluto, which is the planet of change and transformation. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out for you, Leos. So your crystal card is fluorite, natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you, naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. And fluorite is such a pretty stone because it's a combination of all these elements, different elements. And I've got the Angel Answers cards here. And if you want to think of a specific question you'd like to ask them, you can. Otherwise, you can just go with the flow and see what comes out. And you have forgiveness. I'm going to get you a couple of magical times empowerment cards for our Leos. And you have dance. Find your heart's rhythm, step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. And I always get the vibe with this card of just following your bliss and doing the things that make you happy. So we have all the green energy of the heart chakra here. And laughing and having fun. And dancing if you enjoy dancing. It's exercise without knowing you're doing any exercise. And you also have sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. Get into your Angel Tarot now. Can we have some guidance for our Leos, please, for the month of March? Spirit guides and angels, show us clearly what's happening for our Leos. picking up some energy that some of you may be having some issues in your close relationships recently. As well. So I feel that a healing energy will be coming in for you. And your first card is release number 13, which is the death card in traditional tarot, Archangel Azrael. And that's interesting because you have the death card of Scorpio and you have all this 8th house energy going on around the time of this new moon with Pluto, planet of transformation, and Scorpio astrologically. And it says the end of a phase or situation, a spiritual transformation, time to move on. And of course releasing past hurts and forgiveness. You had this card of forgiveness before, and not only forgiveness of others, but forgiveness of the self. And by saying that, I'm not meaning that you've done anything wrong, but sometimes we just beat ourselves up about all the things we could have done differently. But you can't go back and change the past. We can only move forward. So card of Scorpio there. And then you have the 7 of Earth. Seeds well planted. A temporary pause in action. Unnecessary worry. So you're planting the seeds for the future here, Leos. I feel you're wanting to build on stronger foundations, especially with everything that's happened the past 18 months or so with the pandemic and whatever else might have happened in your personal life and career as well. And we're all going through a process of rebuilding and getting adjusted to the new normal, they call it. And then you have the Ace of Earth, which is lovely, the Ace of Pentacles, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So some new energy coming into your material plane here, Leos, and how that manifests will be different for all of you. It could be an increase to your finances, a grant or a bonus or a promotion, a promising business venture, as it says here. The aces are usually something new. And as I said before, new moons can often bring in new beginnings. And you can get a complete turnaround on the energy that was leading up to the new moon. And you have the 6 of Earth as well, so you're having a lot of Earth energy. So it could be a message to stay grounded as well when all this Earth energy comes out in your reading, Leos. And this is gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. So that's great energy as well. then you have the moon. Another card of Pisces and Archangel Hanael. Important psychic insights. Events behind the scenes. Release fears that hold you back. So more energy about releasing fears and insecurities and past hurts here, Leos. And probably forgiveness as well. And when the moon comes up in the reading, sometimes things can turn out to be a hidden blessing, a blessing in disguise, that sort of thing. That's what I'm picking up there anyway. And you have the Eight of Water here, or Eight of Cups. A desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So I feel this Eight of Water is representing all this 8th house energy in your sign. And so you're deciding to move on from something here. You're leaving something behind, something that was no longer bringing you any fulfillment, Leos. And then you have the Ten of Air, or the Ten of Swords. So you're coming to the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. You could even be recovering from an addiction. So sometimes when the Ten of Air comes up, things have been quite tough. Because in a traditional Ten of Air picture, he's lying face down with all these 10 swords in his back. So there could have been some sort of betrayal as well. Just take what resonates with your situation. It doesn't have to be, but as I said, the 8th house can be intense to deal with, and especially with the moon energy, I find when you have a lot of activity in your 8th house, you often see a different side to somebody that shocks you, that you didn't think they were capable of being so cruel or mean. But you've seen the truth of, you've seen their true nature, and now you know not to trust them again. And you can leave them in your past. And you have the King of Air here, or the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius energy. And they could represent an actual person in your life, or could be the energy of the card, and they're brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. And the King of Air often represents an authority figure. Could even be a lawyer, or someone in the legal profession, or they're usually a leader in their field. And it says here, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. So speaking your truth there with the King of Air, Leos. And you have the King of Water as well. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured, and they could represent an actual person in your life, a Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio. Or he could be representing this new moon in Pisces. That's going to turn around this energy for you. And he says to open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Possibly charity work. Whoops. So for something different this month, I'm going to clarify the cards with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Oh, for something different, and one's fallen out already. What was it? We're having a bit of a wobble here. Sorry about that. And it was the Four of Wands that came out, joy and stability. So that's great energy coming in for you with the new moon. Can even be something to celebrate with the Four of Wands. It can be a new home or travel or just spending some great time with friends and family and everybody getting along. It can be celebrating some sort of success as well, or reward. And that came out to clarify this release card. And also the new moon in Pisces is on the 13th as well. And you've got number 13 here. So this represents the new moon, and this represents the energy that it's bringing in. So that's fantastic energy there for you, Leos. And then you have the Nine of Wands, more fire energy, rest and reconsider. And you had that Sanctuary card before, so I feel that's the message here. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. And the Nine of Wands coming up in a reading is saying that the worst is now over. Very similar to the Ten of Swords that you had before. And not to give up. Be brave and carry on, because you're very close to achieving your dreams here with the Nine of Wands. It might not feel like it because the Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card. And then you have another eight, the Eight of Earth, or the Eight of Pentacles, dedicated effort, has come out with to clarify the Ace of Earth, which is lovely energy. So the Ace of Earth has brought in some new beginnings and new abundance for you as a reward for all your dedication, Leos. Some of you might be quite accomplished and skilled at what you do as well, quite artistic. Or you might run your own business, that sort of thing. And then you have number 1, the base chakra, coming out with the 6 of earth. So some gifts are coming in with the 6 of earth that makes you feel more stable in your base or root chakra, which is all about feeling safe and secure and stable in your life. And above that is the 4 of Wands. And the 4s are all about building on solid ground and stability and security as well. So basically it's a message that more security and stability is coming in for you, Leos, and that you're going to be building on solid ground here. So that's always good to know. And then you have number 15, Master, which of course is the Devil card in traditional tarot, card of Capricorn. And it's all about overcoming fears and insecurities and releasing the bonds. I feel led to read to you what it says about that one from his little book. So I feel it might be very relevant to whatever it is you're going through at the moment. And it says, fear and doubt often prevent a relationship from flowering or from manifesting. In matters of the heart, they can restrict and confine. They prevent you from opening to the joy and love that's waiting for you. A fearful heart closes in upon itself and sees only negativity and doubt. Your fears can even make you question your own value, causing you to wonder whether you're worthy of being loved or if you'll ever find love. These thoughts, if not controlled, will manifest more of the same, continuing a never-ending destructive cycle or self-sabotage. And it says it's time to take action. To master your fears, you must first identify them. What fears about love and relationships have you allowed yourself to believe? Are you concerned about being unlovable? Are you uneasy about giving up your freedom in order to be in a relationship? Do you find it too difficult to speak up about your needs and ask that they be met? Sit quietly and uncover what may be holding you back. By the very act of facing your fears, you will recognize them for the deceptions that they are, and you will discover the power to master and eliminate them. The absence of fear is unconditional love. Take some time to look at your fears and doubts so that you can release them. This will free you to manifest joyful and loving relationships. And that came out with the moon, interestingly enough. Card of Pisces. I feel that with this energy you might see someone, a person or a situation for what it really is here. It may not be what you expected with the moon, but don't feel that it's your problem here. I feel that it's someone in your life that might have this issue as well, or fears or addictions. Be interesting to know. Let me know in the comments what you think, if it applies to you. And you have the heart chakra, which is your chakra, coming out, number 4. So a healing, I feel, a healing of the heart chakra. And you might have to walk away from this toxic person or situation here in order to heal. With the 8 of water is about moving on. Moving onwards and upwards here, Leos. And then you have the Empress, nurture. So that's a lovely card to get in your outcome position. And she's come out to clarify the King of Water and the King of Air and the 10 of Air. So this is the end of this difficult situation here for you, Leos. And this is what's coming in. Lovely abundance and prosperity and happiness and fulfillment that the Empress represents. And I feel what it says on this King of Water card might be the message of the Empress as well. To don't allow this bad experience to stop you from opening your heart and mind to people who you can trust and develop healthy relationships with. And the Empress represents the Divine Mother and the natural world. And astrologically she can be a Taurus or a Libra. They're both ruled by Venus. We have the Sun energy here as well, which is your energy. The Sun is your card, astrologically. I feel she might be receiving some sort of blessing here as well. Receiving a healing and a blessing. Beautiful energy there for your outcome, Leos. And I'm going to finish your reading with a postcards from Spirit. And I'm not going to shuffle them because they're impossible to shuffle. And this one says, Dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Excuse me, this happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's shown up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much, we really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of denial is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Wow, that's a very deep and meaningful message there to finish off your reading, Leos. And I had a feeling it might be with the new moon in your intense 8th house. But I feel it's nothing that you can't deal with, Leos, with your brave heart. So have courage and move on, leaving this toxic personal situation behind. And I hope you receive some guidance from your reading this month, from your angels and spirit guides. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video. And I hope you have a great month. Bye for now.